What is up, guys? We're over on World Flipper to do the monthly tier list update. I wanted to take a look. Those 4 or 5 stars we've got since the Princess Connect banner, since I did my last update in March, and I just want to make a few adjustments as well in the current list as is. Just stuff I've experimented with, played with. I've been watching people's teams, seeing what works, what doesn't. Which is going to lead to a few changes on this list here before we even get to the new unit. So welcome to the channel. Smack the sub button if you're new. We're going to hop straight into the list here. For reroll targets, tier 0 targets, these are like, it's just like this staple armada of units, and a lot of people have talked to me and asked me why a lot of these units aren't in the tier 0 category, because they deserve a spot up in there, and they definitely do. But the tier 0 is a unit that I think is generically worth rerolling for. That will just help you on your World Flipper adventure, climbing up the ranks, building up your teams. These can be slotted in so generically into so many teams. Rolf being the weakest of the 3 in my personal opinion. That's just how I feel. I feel like Boletta and the Viren can be slotted in so easily and just make a team just spike so drastically in power. It's crazy. So we're going to leave that the way it is. Another thing that I do want to touch on in this tier list is the use of these wind units down here. And I know Patch pointed this out in the last of my tier list. He commented and talked to me about it. And I've been using Leon a lot more just for fun, trying him out. And this massive power flip, just stat number. I mean, he's giving, I think it's like 200% power flip, 230%. I could be mistaken on those numbers, but he is insane in just raw power flip percentage increase. And then we have the release of Schult, and Schult is another wind power flip unit. So these units are going to be moving right now. We've got Miguel is now, just in terms of just, if you have the power flip units, if you have Boletta, I know it requires a lot of different pieces, but he is he's really nice. He's a nice unit to have. He functions so well with these puzzle pieces that are starting to fall together. So we're just going to move him up here right now for the tier 2 spot. We're going to move this around continuously as I talk through this. I'll realize things and remember stuff I wanted to talk about. So he'll be up there. And then Leon is definitely, I'm going to put Leon right now because we do have a mana board 2 coming, and he is going to get better. He's going to sneak on into the tier 2. He's going to stay there. It's going to be a low tier 2 for now, but I was using him on auto with Miguel and the Whitetail EX, and I was consistently hitting higher and higher numbers. Messing around with the team with Boletta is a bit of an expensive team, but if you have these two together, you have a unit like Boletta, you have these power flip modifiers, you have now this Schult is coming into the picture. It makes these so much better, and it's just something I wanted to point out. So apologize to anybody who saw Leon down here and they were sad to see him down there, but he is definitely a stronger unit now, and especially with mana board 2 coming, he's going to get actually more usable. So if you're able to grab Leon and his pieces for the team, you can put together a pretty nice power flip team for wind. And another unit that's going to move around this tier list too is you have Suizan. We're going to get a update where poison increases, gets better. Suizan will hop in there, but for right now that hasn't happened yet. We're going to leave Suizan down there. There is units that I just see less and less of, and it makes me so sad because, like, Wagner and Inaho, and gosh, even Kokoro, Princess Connect, like, this is not a bad unit. You guys have used this unit. She's just incredibly niche. Like, it's so niche, and it's so sad because if she was another element, she would be so much better. I'm just gonna leave her down here for now because I'm not saying this unit's bad. It's just she is in an attribute, which is wind, which does not complement what she does, which is very frustrating, and it's just something I hope support comes for her, makes her a little better. But for right now, we're going to leave her down here, put her up here in the front, so it won't be too much of a depressing fact that she got shifted down. As the events have shifted, I have seen Wagner used less and less. You can make some pretty powerful Deadeye manual teams with him, but it's just not something that I'm even seeing anymore. It's like a Claire. Claire was used like crazy when we had the need for a strong light team, when the love event was going on, and now it's like you have people that love the unit. It still has a very strong attack modifier, but I don't see it anymore, and I could be wrong here. This list is just mainly comprised of my personal experience with World Flipper, what I see performing, and I pay attention in co-op runs. I see what's on other people's teams. I see how they perform, the damage, the time it takes in the run. So that's a change that I definitely wanted to make here on the list. These 3 units down here, Morimiya, Pekarine, and Exushi, these are still here. Like, you can fit X Sushi on a Thunder team now, but like if you just for some reason pulled him, you can't pull him right now. He's a limited unit, he's not available, but if you were to start an account with him, it's like is not going to be a good time. I started an account with him. He was my first limited unit. I love this unit, but it's just, yeah, he's down there for now. Carol, on the other hand, Carol has shocked me. I've been using Carol in the admin godly runs recently, and Carol is like toe to toe, can easily smack higher than Belsidia, even on auto. It's like this unit is insane in admin godly, so we're going to move her up. With the water slowly disappearing, Barek is sadly seeing less and less use. He is like, he's a very good Thunder unit, but it's just so sad because he like comes and goes, and I never really see anything outside of that. Like if it's a team that's event specific required that needs Thunder, people use him. But outside of that, I don't see people going out of their way to use him, especially now with like Summer Illumine out. It's much more fever heavy builds. I do see the Christmas Marianne and the Inaho use less and less. Surprisingly, I actually see Leon use more. I don't see Remnant really used a lot at all, and he's still fun. He's still good in direct attack for water, but it's like you have so many better options with water. It's just it hurts. It hurts. I love this unit. Miguel and Botan together, like these two feel very similar to me in terms of like they're very useful in their own right now, especially with like just a power flip modifier. You have a skill damage over here. These units make for some just very interesting thoughts and choices. I do see Clarice used still sometimes, but as funny and weird as it is, she's used as a support for Barek over here. So this unit is still, I would say, in that tier 2 range. Gonna take a look at the new units finally. I know you guys have been sitting here with me as I just kind of talk through my thoughts of this list up here. This tier 1 list here, I still like it the way it is. I still see people using, if you're running water, I mean, you'll never see these units really taken off the teams unless it specifically needs those spots for a certain functionality. You have Murakumo, who is that free-to-play unit still used in so many teams. He would be up here. He's used in so many things, but as I said, it's just for reroll targets up there. You have Ralzel still helping people tank dungeons, providing recover. I see Noween as a healer that is placed in power flip teams that don't even base themselves around fire. It provides a heal and a power flip attack modifier to the leader that the heal is so crucial in some power flip builds. That's why I have her up here. Sonya, just generic water. You have Metis with Thunder Fever is just such a key to those crazy fast run times. And then Furia is great, just generic wind support. Fire, multi-ball. Now that I finally pulled her and got to use her, it's very good. And then New Year's Elia is a fantastic quick water team run for the Golem EX. But getting to the new units, Schultz making that wind power flip even stronger. The missing puzzle piece is not necessary, but he is very good. We're going to actually pair them together, these two. These two are like the wind power flip puzzle pieces along with Leon too, but I do feel these are still slightly better than Leon himself. And then you've got the Summer Illumine. Summer Illumine is insane. Do you guys have used Summer Illumine, seen her on any of these teams? I know she is limited. She is gone now. She will come back in the future, but this is just, she makes Thunder Fever, and just, you want to apply just paralysis in general and just have a mechanic that fills up the fever bar for any kind of Thunder team. She's used today in JP still. Like, this unit is good and she will remain good, so she has definitely earned a tier 1 spot. This brings me to Summer Belsidia. Summer Belsidia can hit like a truck. If you don't have the pieces to help her hit like a truck as of right now, she's okay. She's very inconsistent on auto. She can miss her skills. It's kind of frustrating with her. With the release of Busey coming in the future, this unit will be tier 1 at that point. Like, she will be the Thunder Enmity lead, still used today in JP. But right now, until Busey comes out, I'm going to put her in tier 2. And I know a lot of people will probably be sad and upset that she's there. She is going to be the tier 2, just kind of limited unit for now. It will move up when Busey comes out because Busey just accelerates this team so drastically. It's crazy. But for now, she'll be right there. And then finally, we have Summer Mia. I didn't pull Summer Mia along with Schultz. I didn't pull Schultz, but I have seen what Schultz can do. Summer Mia can stack up a crazy attack modifier, but as of right now, I know she gets better in the future, but as of right now, she is just kind of a very niche, not bad unit, just kind of a niche fitting just spot here. So I don't want people thinking these units are bad. They just fit a very specific role right now. They can improve, get better in the future, but I don't want anyone thinking that they're just terrible units. And this is what I'm going to leave the list at, guys, just for right now. This obviously will always change. It will get updated, things will move around, units will come out, change positions. I will get feedback from you guys. I'll try units out myself. Like if you guys see something on here that you're like, you know what, I think that's a lot better than you're giving it credit for, just let me know. I'll try it out. I am so open to feedback on this, and it makes this a helpful list for the community. It's something that people can check every month. They can come back to see this if it collectively gets updated. If I get one person saying one thing and then 6 other people disagree, I might not make the change, but it's like, it's just a way just to get me thinking on different ideas I might not have thought of. I'm still experimenting with units in this game, and it is a blast still playing it. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for stopping by, watching these monthly tier list updates. Thank you for supporting the channel, the World Flipper content. Appreciate you guys. I want to pick up a few streams again in the future. My schedule has been disgustingly busy, and it's just trying to find time to stream and do YouTube at the same time. It's been very difficult, which is why I haven't streamed in a while, but I do want to do another one of those. So thank you for stopping by again. See you guys in the next video. Peace.